tell me what to do. You know who you're talking to. Well, you better.
Let's fucking go, baby. Welcome back to this episode of Kopes Korner. I am your host, as always, Mike Copenaver, aka Real Mike. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all the likes of KOPESKORNER. I'm stoked to be here to talk about some UFC past and or present and past, and we about UFC Vegas 52, where we cashed our bets last week for Kopes Corner, and then we got UFC Vegas 53, which me and my boy Mr. B, the MMA guy, the legend, will jump into the mix, and we'll break down this weekend's UFC cards and give you our best leans to cash some bets. But first and foremost, I'd like to thank sponsors of the show. The first sponsor I'd like to thank the show is Melon Brand Hats. It's MELIN. It's a luxury line of hats that my boy Brian McDonald, in high school, he dreamed of a hat line unlike anything else that anyone could ever imagine. He like the one much like on my hat. The hat on my head, the bill underneath is suede. It's gray. It is a leather bill on top. It is so sick. It's one of the limited edition. If you look behind me, we got some of the other new neon collection. So I'm always supporting and sporting my boys' gear. So shout out to Melon Brand Hats. So you go over there to melon.com, get yourself some sick gear. Then also I'd like to thank FolkEyeStuff.com. Got that Guatemalan gear. You know, I have that Islander vibe, and my boy Rome, he created an island vibe gear over there. He had a vision, and it came to fruition. They have baby blankets, beanies, shirts, doormats, you name it. But all the stuff that they do goes straight to the Islanders over there from Guam. So it really does help them. So I can't thank Rome enough for the opportunity to represent Folk Eye Stuff. And then I'd like to also shout out Stony Tark's Top Tips on Growing Cannabis. Stony Tark, one of UK's top growers. If you look at the picture there featured, that picture is of your boys, Kopes Corner. So I'm just very, very happy and honored to have one of my girls just right there on the cover of a book on Amazon. So make sure you go and support them. And then, you know, I have a special, a new sponsor this week, and I couldn't be more thrilled to bring into the mix. I waited a long time to represent and to have this dude in my lineup, and it's the law office of Brandon Sue and Associates. It does not matter if it's family law, civil law, or criminal law. These guys do absolutely everything that you need when you need them at your worst times. When my brother's case happened, and obviously when War Machine John Copenaver, he needed a lot of help. Brandon offered his services on thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of just dedication as a friend to try and help my brother, even though he did wrong. But it just shows you just what a great person that Brandon Sue is, and that he will fight to the death for you. But what I'm talking about, this dude, I mean it for real. They are the best when it comes to family law, criminal defense, and personal injury. I've had personal injury cases with them myself, and they got me a tremendous amount for my injury and my Harley accident. But the real thing here is that the Sua clan, the Samoans, the Islanders, like I said, I could not be more proud to have now Brandon Sue as one of the sponsors of Kopes Corner. So I love you, big bro, and thank you so much for giving me the honor to rep you. I almost got a little bit emotional there. Let's see if Mr. B is up in the mix to add to the show. Mr. B is not here yet. So, but yeah, so with that said, behind me, we got a couple of the neon collection for Melon Brand. So make sure if you want to cop one of those, they're waterproof. And then this is going to be a special little pitch here. Chef Maritos, I've been talking to them, and I've been begging them. This is the shit. If you want to cook the best carne, if you want the best pollo, if you want the real deal Holyfield, I promise you, get each of these, put it on your chicken, put it on your beef. Doesn't matter what you do, but Chef Maritos will never do you wrong. So get at me, Chef Maritos. I know we've been talking back and forth, but I'm representing. These are my real bottles that I own and I bought myself. I don't even need a sponsorship. I'm still buying it. That's how damn good this stuff is. So make sure you go support Chef Maritos over there. I believe it's in Van Nuys is their original headquarters. So representing California, real close to home here, and the actual owners I grew up right down the street from as a kid. So super stoked to even just to tell you guys about that, and hopefully one day we'll get a deal link and have a sponsorship from them. But with that said, I'm just going to jump straight into it because Mr. B is not up in the mix just yet. So we're going to review last week's UFC card. And let me just get it going first, guys. Here we go. All right. Okay. Cool. So we got Fight Night UFC Vegas 52 was Limos versus Andrade. I didn't hear a lot of people very happy about this card in the sense of making money. It seemed pretty much like every single person was losing their ace. And I am so glad at Kopes Corner here. I threw one bet down. We cashed that mother effing bet and we did the damn thing. But I played it safe like a sniper in World War One, World War Two. We don't waste those rounds trying to give off to our location. So I was very, very happy that we ended up cashing on this night. So but the first fight of the night was Mike Jackson, the journalist, took on Dean Barry. And man, I had Dean Barry picked here. To be God honest, by a million, like by 1,000, by 1,000,000,000,000. And yeah, motherfucker straight out eye gouge Mike Jackson. I'm not talking about like he poked you in the eye and like you're being a little baby. I'm talking about he straight out monkey grip Mike Jackson's face. It was so vicious that I'm pretty barbaric, and everyone who knows me, I love getting barbaric. This is UFC, so we want to see this stuff. But actually, Mr. B, the MMA guy, is here. So in 3, 2, 1, my man, Mr. B, the MMA guy. How are you, my dude?
What's up, dude? How are you?
Hey, can't be doing much better. And we got Justin L, sponsor from Vancouver, one of the only dudes
What's
that's
up,
been
Justin?
supporting and sporting sense ever since. Love you, Justin L. Stewart's son from San Diego, another sponsor. But like I said, I just announced the newest sponsor that we had, and that was Brandon Sua. The law office is Brandon Sua and attorneys. And I just couldn't be more stoked to have my boy
Cool,
from
cool.
Samoa and his Islander blood behind me now. And but with that said, I just jumped into last weekend's UFC Vegas 52B. Obviously, just touching
Yeah.
through it a little bit here and there. I know a lot of people did not make a lot of money on this card. And it looks like, I don't know if it's blurry on you on my like what I'm streaming. My picture's good, B's picture's good, but what I'm trying to
Yeah.
screen share to you guys is not looking 100%, and that's usually either a HAPS issue, which probably makes sense because they're trying to ditch us on May 5th. So, but either way, I got into Mike Jackson versus Dean Barry B, and dude,
Oh, okay.
did Dean Barry just straight eye gouge and just I want to say some terrible things, but I want to keep it professional, but he monkey gouged that fool's freaking eyeballs. Did he not be?
Yeah, let me tell you something. Dean Barry shot the bed. He shot the bed on Saturday, man.
Oh, he shot.
This guy was super hyped. A lot of people were riding the wave and hoping he would do good, and that man shot the bed on Saturday. That's
Oh,
all we can say about that. He shot the bed.
well,
That
in
eye gouge was ugly. The low kick, the kick to the nuts was ugly. The
two
other
eye
fall,
gouges,
whatever.
correct? I believe there was two.
I think
No.
it was two. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it was
and
two.
then the other one was vicious. I don't care who you are. If you're even me and you want to see blood and you want to see guts, and I was a medic for 8 years on the ambulance, so I want to see it all. I want to help it all. I want to be there I want to be there at the life saving opportunities. But this shit right here, this shit right here, this shit don't
Yeah,
even sound appealing. No, that was that. He
no,
was on that Cat Williams for real, bro. Poor Mike
for real
Jackson.
though,
I'm
for
very happy.
real.
Very happy that Mike Jackson ended up getting his win money. I know what other people were talking shit to him, saying he didn't deserve the money. Blah blah, hoorah! All that matters is cashing checks and you know moving to the next fight, pretty much, right, B?
Exactly. Yep.
And he did just that. So, um, but nothing other else to say about that fight, right, B?
No, no, that
Okay,
was pretty
so
straightforward.
the next fight of the night was Felipe Lins versus took on Marcin Prochnio, and I'll let you jump into to breaking this one first down, B. And I'm a little mad at myself because I originally had the right pick and somehow got bamboozled. I don't know if you did it to me, but did you have Marcin?
No, I had Lens.
Okay, so we both. So okay, so we were good then.
Yeah, we
So
had
all
Lens. We
right,
had
so
Lens on
I
this
know
one.
we had him like as a pick, right? But when I was
Yeah,
just with my friends, somehow my dumbass switched all over to Prochnio because he was so aggressive and blah blah. You know what it was? It was my buddy J.R. Gomez. That's exactly who it was. So thanks a lot, JJ. He was all, no, bro. I like his aggression when you walked in the pocket.
No,
And I said, no, look at Linz. Look how calm he is. Either way, it
and I
wasn't a
said
bet. Wasn't a bet for the show,
no.
so it's
It
irrelevant.
wasn't a bet. Yeah,
Yeah,
we should
but
have taken that bet though.
we definitely should have. It doesn't matter.
Because
You guys,
Lens was good though.
if
Yeah,
they follow the leans that we give, they usually cash
yeah,
almost more of the time than not, man. And this
yeah.
night, it was far from few of the MMA bettors that actually got some money made. So
That's very true.
stoked that we made some money on our bet. So the next fight was Preston Parsons took on Evan Elder. Preston Parsons, I felt, did exactly what I thought he was going to do from the very beginning and just absolutely dominate Elder all around and big brother
Yeah,
and bully him. He did exactly that. I was almost mad I didn't bet him, but I picked him for sure, and he did exactly that. 3 round of decision, just everywhere and anywhere Elder was. Parsons had his chest move already matched. But
yeah,
Evan Elder's ceiling is high. I had a great time
yeah,
watching him. And so,
yeah,
therefore, Evan Elder, I'm a fan. So you got a fan at least. So I don't know if that means anything to you,
yeah,
Evan, but there you go.
yeah. Elder's gonna move down to lightweight now, so we'll see how he does there. So
That
yeah,
could be very interesting.
he
You know what I
did.
mean?
Yeah,
And
because he
so
did. He was pretty good though. Yeah,
and so the next fight of the night was one we picked completely. We knew 100%. Aori Quailing was going to do the damn thing and do something else to Cameron
yes,
Else. And he sure as shit did in round 1 via KO, TKO. Absolutely annihilated him, man. He's straight 16th century Chinese warrior, this motherfucker. I don't know if this dude is gonna if he's ever gonna make it back to doing anything after the straight fucking Chinese fried rice that he got served up by Iori. But dude, he got
oh
minced
my
up,
god.
pieced up, soy sauced up. Cameron Else almost died that day, but Aori Kuling cashed that. One of the picks of the show that me and you had for sure picked. What about this fight,
Yeah.
B?
Um, really good showing by Aori. Um, I don't know what else to say, man. Cameron Else is not that guy. He's not that guy. And Ari Kalang, that man came in, did what he had to do. He said it. That man has power in his shots. It's not gonna take that long. And if he lands those shots, it's gonna be problematic. And he landed those shots.
They
That was
problems.
that.
Oh, they were
Yeah.
they became problems real fast, dude. It was amazing. Once that power, once he felt that power, he folded
Yep.
real fast. And but
Yeah.
shout out to Aori Kulang. You know, he's been on a quite a little bit of the role himself. So I love when the Chinese fighters get down because these guys, they're mean and vicious when they get into the thing. The
Oh,
next
for
fight of the
sure.
night was another fun one, easy call here. I had Tyson Pedro all day, and my boy from down under knew he was going to destroy Ike Villanueva. Told you to parlay it, bet your house on it. I know that the odds were heavy, didn't matter, free money, KO, TKO, round 1. Pat Tyson Pedro, dude, this guy's amazing. I just love this kid. He grew up with Mark Hunt banging. I told you that last week. You think he was scared of Ike Villanueva when he's been banging with Mark Hunt since he was a kid, and then banging with also big boy the Shui Bambui Tai Tuivasa, who's
Yes,
been
Taito
banging
Ivasa.
with the real sparring partner of the Samoan Mark Hunt. So,
Yeah.
shout out to Mark Hunt, shout out to Tai Tuivasa, shout out to Tyson Pedro for whooping that ass. But it kind of looked like Ike knew that he was in for an ass whooping. What do you say, B?
Yeah, man. Tyson Pedro came, no nonsense.
What up, Kick Your
Walked right
Bass?
in.
What's up, Stevie Wonder? Appreciate you guys being here,
So
supporting the show.
facts. Um, yeah, man. Pedro showed up, no nonsense, all business. Um, was surprised that he didn't even need a takedown attempt.
Nothing.
Man has settled it all on the feet. Got super technical with it. Blasted out. Landed some good 1-2s. Blasted Villanueva's lead leg. Went in for the kill. That was it.
Yeah,
All business.
I'm sorry for the if it's blurring for you guys on the screen share, because I can't handle that. It's the OCD. It's killing me. That's Hap's side. It's not my side. I pay for the best internet, so I'm gonna just cancel the viewing, the streaming of it. Look, now it goes clear. Look, I talked shit about it, and then it goes nice, clear picture. It's crazy how that works. All right. What? So let's. Sorry, you know how I get on a rant.
I know.
Oh, I knew it's why we're here.
I,
If you
I
don't
want
if you don't turn into Cope's Corner for my rants, I don't know what you are here for. But while we're on a rant, I wanna get on a new rant here. This is a new beginning, new start for everybody. This is a new place. This ain't just for MMA. This is for anybody who wants to have a friend. If you're out of shape, if you feel mentally down, if you feel like no one loves you, if you feel like there is no hope for you at all, if you feel like that there's not a soul to talk to as a friend, you're here. You're welcome at Kopes Korner, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and B, you can reach to us on DMs, on Twitter. We're always here. I want to create a community, a corner. The corner is you guys. The community is you guys. The reason why I get the sponsors is you guys. This is all for happiness and joy. We go off we do betting obviously for fun, but we also like to have the camaraderie and the love between man and woman and he and whatnot. I don't want to get into arguments of all that stuff, but the fact
facts.
is, all love here. I just want everyone to know that if, like I said, you feel you're down, have no place to go, you're welcome here at Cope's Corner, and always welcome to have some fun with us. But the next fight of the night, we're gonna get into some serious shit. Now, after I was being real nice, I got to get real mean. I'm sorry, guys. It's my priest tells me it's the Old Testament in me. He says I'm too much eye for an eye. I gotta be more New Testament, and I gotta be like Jesus. And you gotta give. You gotta turn the cheek. Turn the cheek. I say, Father, how many times do I gotta turn the cheek? Do I turn the cheek 60 times? He goes, for you, Mike, it's 660 times. That's how many times you turn the cheek. So yeah. So now I'm gonna have to be bad right now. Okay. We had a bet down, and we threw it down on Sergey I can't even say his last name.
Sergey Kandasco.
Yeah, I don't want to disrespect his last name because he needs the respect. But we threw down on our boy Sergey versus Dwight Grant, a dangerous Dwight Grant, a very athletic Dwight Grant. But we took our boy Sergey, and we had faith in him 100%. And this fight was really fun to watch. Our boy ended up winning. Was overhand left to ground strikes in round 2. Dude, after Dwight Grant just did not like what was being thrown at him, and just the diversity, and then also the takedown defense, and just all around diverse game. Cash, 1 unit here for Kopes Corner. Me and Mr. B, the KOPE. I mean, I don't know what else you guys want, but cash those motherfucking bets, guys. What about it, B?
Kandasco's a tough SOB, man. Took 2 knockdowns.
Yep.
Got back up and just continue to put on pressure and land huge on this man, Dwight Grant. Really good back and forth though. Dwight had him on his skates for a little bit.
Hey, B, let's talk about old shit. That's like that. It was a fight. He got hit.
But Kandasco came through, like we said.
Nah, B.
Kandasco came through.
B's being a realist. Yeah, he had me scared as fuck. I'm sorry for the cursing. Our new age generation is how we do it. I'm sorry for the elders out there. My grandpa, whoever. I love all you all. But he had me pinky scared, like next Friday scared. I was scared. I was so scared, but I held my own. Fuck that.
I said, believe in Kandasco, man.
Oh, we believe
in Kandasco.
I believe. I was
and
scared.
Kandasco came through. Nasty.
Oh man,
that's
it was
a
nasty.
tough SOB, man. And the thing is that he only has 2 UFC fights. That was his 3rd fight.
Yep.
So there was a lot that people didn't really get to understand, but I told you he was gonna come through.
Hey,
man,
easy money, easy work. And if you just did him and Aori Quileng, I mean, you already made money. You could have parlayed him, could have done them individually. It didn't matter. You could have took your girl out to a nice dinner, but instead, you know what you motherfuckers did? You probably bought too much alcohol or some bullshit that night. So I'm very disappointed that you did not throw down on our bet, because you got all hyped up right now with me and Mr. B, and you have some extra cheddar for your girl. But you have till next week, to make it. We can do it again. So that's what we do.
Yeah.
And remember, I'm just messing around with you guys. So the next fight was Jordan Wright took on Marc-Andre Barriault. And dude, do you want to touch it first, B? I think you should probably.
Ha! I told y'all. Marc-Andre was gonna come through on y'all. See, they thought that because Chidi and Njokuani came and knocked this man out, that this man was not ready for war. Jordan Wright came out as a very dangerous dude. He came in with that furious first round, like we kept saying. But Mark Andre Barrios is built for this. He
Hey,
is built for this.
and remember when I
That is a
slandered
tough SOB. Yes, go
and
ahead.
remember when I slandered the Beverly Hills Ninja? I told you
Yes, you
I'm
did.
from Los Angeles. There ain't no Beverly Hills Ninja nowhere the fuck over here. I'll tell you that. And if there is one, he's me with all the super soakers I got. So I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about him being no Beverly Hills blah blah. But it looked
Exactly.
like Big Brother, Little Brother. Absolute domination by Mark Andre Barrios defeated Jordan Wright by submission round one. Just crushed him.
Yeah.
Just felt like he looked like he just crushed his whole skull. His whole skull.
Jason!
Yeah. He just grabbed that neck, man.
You know what I mean?
Wright made the mistake of trying to get that takedown and left his neck exposed. Typical rookie mistake. That's that rookie mistake 101, man.
Oh man, this next
Protect your
fight.
neck when you go for takedown
Just
attempts.
tuck your chin and always hand fight, folks. What the fuck's going on? But the next fight is something that really
Oh my
disappointed
gosh.
me. I wanted a little bit more than this. I wanted more than one round, and we only got one round.
Yeah.
Charles Air Jourdain took on Lando Banata, and I'm pretty impressed. I'm super impressed with the fact that Charles Air Jourdain defeated Lando Banata by submission. Didn't really think that was going to be happening in my mind at all. B, what do you thought? What were your thoughts on that?
First off, big props to Charles Jourdain, man. We on the show here. You know, you've mentioned his BJJ.
Shout out Army Vet.
Word. What's up, Army?
What's
Army
up?
Army was with me yesterday, man.
Thank you for your service, Army Vet, as always.
Facts. Yeah, I'm really impressed. You know, you mentioned Charles Jourdain's BJJ, and it came on in full effect, man.
I didn't
We
expect
did
it though.
mention
Before it
we
did.
mentioned Lando was gonna come. We did mention it though. We mentioned it
No, I
last
know.
week though. We said,
No, I
yeah,
know.
even though,
Yeah, I brought up the
yeah,
belt
even
rank.
though,
The belt ranking I
word,
brought up. Yep.
yeah, you know, we mentioned Lando Venado was gonna come in and bring some wrestling, and Lando did, and but that jujitsu came out. What a sick guillotine that was too, man.
Deep too,
That thing
dude.
was
Deep.
toy.
We did last week. That was one of the things I told you. He was a BJJ black belt, and it was no joke. And he was long, and that's one of the things you guys got to listen to these little tips we tell you. That's specifically with my brother being a brown belt in BJJ before he went into prison forever under Barrett Yoshida, the finisher, one of the best to ever do it as our sensei. I'm very good at seeing jujitsu and wrestling. I wrestled also in high school as well, and I could see the wrestling jiu-jitsu quite easily. And I'm telling you, man, if there's a black belt versus a purple belt, I mean, other than if that purple belt's got the meanest hands, you can make a black belt feel like a purple belt if you punch him in his face. All Instant Inu, Barry Yoshida, Herman Torado, all my brother's proteges, or not my sensei's proteges, mentors, all the above. But the point is that it's just crazy that Charles Jourdain actually finished him. I thought KO would be what would happen, to be honest.
Yeah, I did too. But man, really shocking. Super surprising. Good job, Charles Jourdain.
Our Army Vet said something. Army Vet in the chat says, "What's good,
Yeah.
Mike and B? What's good? What's up with Font missing weight by 2.5 pounds?" Well, he's a pretty big guy in general. He's not like a small, like thin guy, like not like Henry Cejudo's like thin. It's not easy for him to cut all the weight that he needs to. And these guys drop a significant amount of weight. We're talking about 20 pounds, not fight week 20 pounds, but say 11
Yeah.
pounds fight week. But 20 pounds altogether. My brother walked around at 195 pounds. He fought at welterweight, which means he needs to hit the 171-pound limit. So my brother then would diet, obviously, in camp. As he's in camp, he would cut down from his 200-pound to 195, whatever he was at. Then he would slim down to a more reasonable 185, 181 if he was being smart. And then has still got 10 more pounds to cut fight week, which is very dangerous back in the day. But you're doing this to get the advantage in strength. You're hoping sometimes back with wrestling, it really did help, but it's very dangerous for for your brain to lose oxygen that much. You're losing water you're losing oxygen in your brain. It's so that's why I wish they'd let them rehydrate with IVs after. I don't see why that
Yeah.
is something that would harm anybody. It's just natural, just saline, So there's no cheating, there's no steroids. It's just giving them, make sure that they don't have a freaking stroke while they fight the next day, or they can take a punch better or whatever. But that's just that's my professional opinion. Working on the ambulance, I'm a big fan of the IV and the hydration. They even have IV people you guys can hire if you're fortunate enough. I mean, it costs a couple $100, but you call them to your house and you make an appointment, and they have from 100. I think it's $120. I do it often. There's like $120 drip, and then there's a cocktail that goes up to $500. And I'm telling you, there's a reason why they have these things, and there's all these vitamins and these additives and these things they put in the IV drip. So if you're interested in health, and you all should be, because we should all be taking care of each other and our health, so that we live in longevity, so we can have our families and our friends and live,
Yeah.
good. So I don't know how the hell I got on a freaking food rant. Oh, my brother. Yeah. So my brother's weight cutting. So that's they cut a lot of damn weight, and so
Some people, they cut a lot. Yeah.
So Font is kind of one of those guys who's a little bit thicker than the normal Snicker, in my opinion. But
yeah, but it is a little bit telling though, man. Considering his last fight was Aldo, and then how he got beat that bad, and now he comes in and he misses weight. It's like,
yeah, but
damn,
let's not
I hope it's not nothing. Yeah,
let's not jump ahead,
yeah.
because I totally OCD, and then I jumped back to it. We're
Yeah.
not even finished. Sorry, Army Vet. I got to focus on.
It's okay.
I got to keep it professional on one way. But yeah, Charles El Jourdain by submission, guillotine choke, absolutely amazing round 1 on the main card. The next fight of the night was Macy Barber took on Montana De La Rosa, and B.
Huh?
It's like I knew Macy. It's like I knew Macy was gonna win, but I don't want to bet on her. I don't want to bet on her at all. I don't want to bet on her number line. I don't want to. I didn't believe in her at all. Hey, don't be sorry at all, Army. I just gotta keep like in a zone, just so I don't ruin your show and make you think that I'm some sporadic dopey dum dum. But Macy Barber, she defeated Montana De La Rosa via 3-round decision. Kind of did whatever she wanted a little bit, except for on the feet. That was about it. That was, she was threatened a few times. B.
Yo, Montana De La Rosa disappointed people who believed in her, man. Macy Barber railroaded this girl all fight, man. The only one time freaking Montana had a chance was when it got to the ground and she had her like, nearly her back, and then gave that up.
Yeah.
Other than that, Macy Barber assaulted her against the cage. The clinch was immaculate for Macy Barber.
She looked
them
good.
Damn hooks and them elbows, those knees. It looked like a one-sided shellacking. Montana De La Rosa did all this damn tweeting about being at the event and doing all this cool stuff just to get beat up like that by Macy. Damn, that was bad, man.
Yeah, she got beat up bad. But it doesn't help you when you're corner. You got these cornermen. They're not.
Yeah.
They're
not giving no adjustments. Yeah.
They give the worst technical advice ever. Like they literally they won't be like, hey, don't throw a blind kick so you don't get caught with the left hook. They're just like, you got to hit him harder. You're losing this round. You go in there, give it your all. It's like, oh, really? You didn't think I was fucking giving my all when I was getting my fucking ass kicked, coach? Can you tell me some technical advice? Keep my hands up. I don't know, I don't know something. I'm not a pro fighter. I didn't choose to be like my brother, but it's crazy when me and Mr. B sometimes can give better advice than their cornermen and their coaches. It's just gross, but it is what it is. The next fight of the night was the legend Clay the Carpenter Guida took on Claudio Puelles, and I had Claudio Puelles all day in this. All day, knew he was going to dominate. I bet him personally, cashed this so easily. But it's not about how easy. It's the knee bar that he pulled off was so fucking slick, sick, nasty. You'd never, ever, ever want someone wrapping you up in that. I'm telling you, you don't. You tap fast. You don't even want to play around. Your whole shit's gone. It's twisted, and you're limping for a long, long time. Clay the Carpenter Guida, unfortunately, I think he still probably has a little bit of injury, and he did tap fast. So, but Claudio Puelles, dude, with the knee bar from hell, vicious. I loved it.
Yo, damn that man, that knee bar. Damn
Love
that knee bar, son.
vicious.
Regardless of where he is at, he will manage to get that knee bar. We mentioned that last week. Whether it's the first round or the last round, that knee bar is coming. Expect that knee bar. The fact that Clay freaking scrambled out of a bad situation and still managed
And
to
still
end
stayed
up getting
there.
caught in that knee bar is
Oh,
crazy.
it was
Big
stupidity.
props to Claudio Puelles, man.
Sick as
Like
fucking.
it wasn't even stupid. It was he escaped one submission to
Ah,
get caught in that knee bar.
it was the
Like
vet. It
what?
was it just to me. It was the experience of that he thought that he was okay there, And these
Yeah.
that this new leg lock game is there's a whole nother level to it. It
Yeah.
is nothing like Gracie Jiu Jitsu type leg lock. This shit is unreal. The 10th Planet System, Simi Valley Street Sports. There's Gordon Ryan, obviously. He'll
Yeah.
fucking snap your shit so fast, not even funny. The king himself. Gary Tonin, fuck your ass up. And no
Fucking
disrespect
John Donaher.
John Donaher. No disrespect to Henzo Gracie, who obviously he'll snap your bitch ass leg and my little twig leg in a second. So I didn't mean that in any disrespect, but there's a leg lock game going on, and some of these guys are unreal. And I'm the type of dude when I'm rolling with you, and and like I know you got that game. Don't fucking touch my ankles, bro. I'm not even tap. Whatever, bro. You
No, I
won.
don't want
I've
that,
quit. I'm
bro.
not playing with that game. Keep that. I'd rather keep my chicken legs, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get the Copenhagen legs. I got my mom's side. It isn't what I wanted, but it is what it is, bro. At least I admit it. The main event of the evening was Jessica Andrade took on Amanda Lemos, and I was a little disappointed in this fight, B. And the reason why I was disappointed was that there was really no fight. Like I really didn't get to see a fight. It was like it was like Jessica Andrade looked at Amanda Lemos like a piece of meat at a bar, and she was like, I'm taking you home and making picanha out of you. And she grabbed that poor girl and she squeezed her with all her might standing. And this poor girl has never this girl Amanda Lemos has never been squeezed as hard as Jessica Andrade squeezed this girl. Round one submission, Jessica Andrade just she made quick work. She made pulp. She made avocado out of another Brazilian dude. Even though there's it doesn't make no sense there, but whatever.
Guacamole.
Yeah,
You make
you know
guacamole.
what I
There
mean.
you go.
You know what I mean. Not I mean. But the point is that Jessica Andrade just absolutely choked. Just it was just so easy, right, bro?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jessica Andrade back in the strawweight division, man.
Yep,
Big statement win there, right there.
feeling strong
Because
too.
a lot of people thought Lemos was gonna go in there, beat a machine, and run right through Andrade, and it's gonna be heavy shots and stuff. And Andrade said, "Look, you just another victim, girl."
Dude, she
And she
did.
went in there.
That was the
They went
Andrade.
to the
That was the Andrade we know, though. You know the one that like she's like, "Oh, you think you're gonna throw some punches at me? You think that shit's gonna hurt me? I'm gonna come
yeah,
forward. I'm gonna eat every one of your biscuits you throw at me until I make gravy out of you." And she did exactly that.
yeah.
Biscuits and gravy, all the dumplings, whatever she wanted. Jessica Andrade.
It's like,
She ended
it's
up
like, yo, it's yeah, it's like, yo, I have my power. You know, if I grab a hold of you, it's gonna be problems. And she grabbed that lock, she got that arm triangle, and that was it, man.
Yep.
Lemos had
Yep.
no
So
idea on how to escape.
So hey,
Props, man.
like we say though, the veteran versus the newer comer all the fucking time comes through. Negative 230 favorite, not too bad. You could easily made that money. Veteran versus the newcomer. Just remember that if you're ever in Vegas, it's don't take an old vet that has no gas left. But if it's someone that has gas, that's a veteran that has gas in their tank that isn't a quitter, and it's versus someone that's newer, their first test in the UFC, second test, definitely take the veteran and they will lead you to the promised land. And now we will talk about this weekend's UFC Vegas 53, which will feature Rob Font will take on Marlon Chito Vera. This is going to be violence. It's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of banging. There's going to be punches. There's going to be some scrambling. It is going to be an absolute treat, and you guys do not want to miss this weekend's card. Right, B?
Word.
Okay, so first,
Very good card. Yeah.
hey,
No, pretty good card. Pretty good card.
hey, because we love MMA, it's all good, baby. We're gonna make fun out of it. And once again, we're here to have fun. So if you don't like MMA, but you just want to hang out, go grab a beer, do whatever you want. Just join the chat. Tell me I'm ugly. I don't even care. Do whatever. Just have fun. Just have fun with yourself. But just don't get too harsh on the ugliness. I don't want to be told that I'm too. I want to be told I'm too ugly. But so the first fight of the night, be I know you so well that I'm not gonna do the respect because the the reason why I love Mr. B is he is a sponge. He retains a ton of information. I do too as well. But Mr. B has this extra edge on me when it comes to when I don't know a fighter and I have a feeling Mr. B he knows more. So I want B you to jump into the first fight of the night, the 125-pound division. Tatsura Tara versus Carlos Candelero. I want you to break into it first because I really respect your opinion and I want to hear what you know about the two, if any. And no disrespect if you don't, because these aren't a lot of people everyone knows. Can you hear me, B? We lost B for a second, but I hear you now, B. Can you hear me, B?
Oh, there you go.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Oh, Mike, you hear me?
Yeah, we're all good. You back?
Oh, your volume went up.
Can you hear me? Because mine's solid.
For some reason, I don't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Okay, now I hear you.
All right,
okay.
I don't know. Hey, sorry for the technical difficulties. It's a live show, much like Joe Rogan does. There's not a producer. I am the producer with me and Mr. B. We do the best we can. So sometimes there's little glitches, and Haps ain't helping us at all anymore. Now they're like, hey, May 5th is our last day. Later, guys. Thanks for the year support that you guys helped us all. And now later, Moon. But so B, did you hear me? Did you hear me talk about the fact that I wanted you to talk about this matchup first at all?
Oh, yes.
Because I feel like you know something that I don't, and I want to hear what my man Mr. B has to say before I make my full opinion. So
okay.
Rip it. Rip it, Lotto. Rip it.
Okay, we'll go into this. So is Carlos Candelario versus the man
it's a tough one.
Tatsuro Taira. There you go. Tatsuro Taira.
Good job. Good job.
So we got the Cannon Carlos Candelario, who was 8-1. 30 years old, 5'8" with a 67-inch reach. Currently riding a 1-fight losing streak. He lost his last fight. It's not a big deal. Out of Underdog Mixed Martial Arts in Connecticut. He fought Victor Altamirano back in 2021 during the Contender Series. That was a split decision loss. Was a really good fight though. Really good fight. Really good back and forth. He fought Miguel Restrepo, won by unanimous decision back in CES 63. That was back in August of 2021.
He has good kicks, right, B? If I'm wrong, if I remember.
Restrepo? Candelario?
Candelario.
He was good with his striking, yes. He was very good with his striking. He was good with his takedowns. It was that Altamirano managed to outbeat him on the output. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Candido, he beat Candido unanimous decision back in 2017. Timothy Wheeler, he beat by KO TKO a minute 12 in round 1. Candelario has a really good cardio. Has good output.
Yep.
Can turn it up whenever necessary. Has a good mix game. That's a good overall game. Good submission skills. Kind of does a lot more to stand up though. But if things hit the ground, it's pretty damn good. He's going up against Tatsuro Taira though. Tatsuro Taira is out of Japan. This is a very young kid though. 10-0, 22 years old, 5'7". They don't have his reach. Out of Okinawa, Japan. Naha, Okinawa, Japan. Currently riding a 19-fight win streak. That is amateur and his pro. Um, the kid is really, really good, and that's why they picked him up. He used to fight in Shudo, Japan, and a couple other places too. But the kid is good, bro. When I say the kid is good, the kid is good. He fought Alfredo Muayad. There you go, Muayad. There you go. Rear naked choke, 4 minutes 12 seconds in round one, back in November of 2021. Ryuya Fukuda, he beat who's pretty much a staple out of Japan. Triangle choke, 4 minutes 31 seconds in round one, back in July. Yoshihiro Maeda, you guys don't remember him? That's a old WEC vet. He fought Miguel Torres for the bantamweight title a couple years back. Um, Real standout guy. Beat that guy rear naked choke, 1 minute 1 seconds in round one. This was back in March of 2021. Kiyotaka Shimizu, another vet out of Japan, beat that man by unanimous decision back in November of 2020. This kid shows promise. When we talking about promise, we're talking about promise. The Palestra Okinawa, his gym, the gym that he trains out of, a lot of really good talent from the area over there, train over there. They got a guy by the name of Ken Asahina. He be on the lookout for that cat. There's another young up and coming that's coming up. Well, somewhat young up and coming that's coming out of there too. But yes, this boy strikes fast. He strikes hard. He had a really good kickboxing background, but he's really well rounded everywhere. If you're not careful, you are going to get eaten up by the storm for sure. Um, his pace is crazy. He's down with the wrestling.
Oh,
He's
B,
down with the
you're
striking.
scaring me, B. I'm at so much anticipation.
This is a really good fight and
I
a
know.
really good standout for this man right
need
here,
to know
man.
who you got. I need to know.
I like Candelario because Candelario is pretty good. I like his pacing, but Victor Altamirano managed to outpace that man. And I think Tatsuro Taira is gonna go out there and possibly smoke this man for sure.
Ah, man.
It's really crazy. But I think Taira's gonna be coming in here on a fury, man.
So, man, the thing. So, yeah, you're right. This kid's special, Tyra. He's a phenom, and he's talented, and all these things. Don't you feel
But
a little bit his record's a little bit padded, little like what's what's the best like what's the best he's fought that had some steam left? 12-5.
who's his fought that has steam left?
Yeah, like who you know what I mean? Like who's the guy that this 22-year-old Asian kid has fought like an American UFC fighter, like the dogs we got over here. That's what's
Okay,
that
see, that's the thing.
that's
the thing.
that's the thing.
Okay,
He's
I see
never
what you're talking about.
that
Yeah.
Tyra has never ever once been in the alleyway. He never once has kept his head up in a group full of dogs. Okay, he got his lunch when he taken. Okay, if he was around me and B in the Bronx, dude. Trust me, he's not leaving with nothing at all. Okay, he'd be lucky if he's just leaving with his coat. All right, if it's
But
cold,
I am
and if he's cold, I'd probably taking that thing too. All right, and I'm not even being rude. I'm just saying. He's favorited pretty heavily for a guy he has not proven himself. He's a negative 225, plus 205 comeback on Carlos. Carlos is not that big of a bum. I don't think. I feel like he's gonna fight a lot harder for people's money. The dude's 8-1. He's gonna be bigger, and I'm telling you that he's gonna be bigger. He's gonna be thicker, 100%. Last loss, like you said, Alta Marino. You know how hard it is to perform under the lights in your first big test, and you fought a really tough guy, right, B?
Yeah.
Now give him a little bit of the deer in headlights, right? So now imagine Carlos Candelero hasn't even shown us what he has. Like that's a word. Like is Tara that good where that he's gonna be able to take those fucking hands from Candelario? Like, do you really believe that? I just want because I'm having a hard time believing it. I'm like
I think he possibly can. I think he could possibly can go toe to toe.
holy
I
shit.
think what's going to come down to this is going to be the pressure that Caldelario brings. Is going to be that might be one of the few factors in this fight.
If Candelario
Where
doesn't come
Candelario
forward,
could bring that level pressure that he brought against Altamirano without making the mistakes
yeah,
that
but
he
that's
made
what he
against Altamirano.
but he's learned most likely from the mistake. You got to give him the credit for the
Of course, that's what I'm saying.
So you
He
got to
can't make those mistakes
if he
because
if Candelario comes forward aggressive and puts this Asian kid on his back, this young buck, and like against the cage and bullies him around, I just think that as an underdog, the Candelario is very very ripe for the taking, man. It's an almost a bet for me. I just because B is scaring me about this freaking Tyra dude. I'm just gonna fall it off. It'll be a no bet. But me and Mr. B will have an argument next week about this fight specifically. It'll be fun. But I just think it's gonna be a great fight between two prospects.
it's gonna be a strong fight though. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that for sure.
Yeah, I just don't know if the 10-0 kids ever been tested. You know, and that's kind of worries me the most.
It's
you know
gonna be. I think some folks are about to light up, man.
Yeah. So either way, that's the first
see.
fight of that's the first fight of the night. It's actually good, guys.
Yeah.
Like I'm stoked for it. Next fight of the night is way worse compared to what going from that to that to. We're going to Gina Manzani's taking on Shanna Young and B for the first time because I actually wanted your advice on the first one. I set myself up for the girl fight, and now I got to talk about the girls first, bro. And no disrespect to the girls. I love women's MMA. I don't like low quality women's MMA, and a lot of the times we're talking about that. So unfortunately, I like to give Mr. B the girls first so that I can feel better about myself. But now I fucked myself, and now B gets to watch me eat crow. So Gina Manzani, she's 7-5. She calls herself Danger. I see no danger at all. It looks like one of those more of the signs that says maybe like that you could slip if there's water. Like that's the sign that not danger sign. It's like slippery when wet. That's her real nickname. I just made that up. She's 33 years old. She's 5'6" with a 68.5-inch reach. She's on a one fight losing streak. She fights at a Las Vegas Extreme Couture, which they have a ton of people for her to roll with. So that is a very good thing on her side. She last took on Priscilla Cachoeira, and she ate punches in bunches like freaking Nestle Crunches. Standing TKO round 2. Got absolutely dominated, annihilated, decimated. Then she took on Rachel Ostovich. Rachel Ostovich, she's not even a fighter, guys. She's an OnlyFans chick. She's like the girl that War Machine would date and end up ruining his life. That type of dumb. That's the type of girl. You know, like it's not a fighter, just some decent chick that her butt does look good. Sorry for the women that are on there. You know, I'm just being honest. That's the best attribute. We're talking about fighting, so the bodies have to get broken down. She's not a real fighter. The only attribute is her rump. Okay, I'm gonna try not to be too. You know, it is what it is. Now, she beat Rachel. Like, what do we give her an award? She lost to Macy Chisone, Lena Landsberg, Sarah, who quits more than freaking a dad on his kid that can't pay for him. Okay, Gina Manzani. I cannot jump on that train at all. Okay, then you got this other girl, Shayna Young, the Shanimal, 7-4. The Shanimal, like please, the name is not like. Come on, guys. Like this is what you guys have managers and creative people come up with these things. Shanimal, that was it. All right, whatever. So Shanimal's the better fighter here. Sadly, She's 31 years old, 5'7", with a 65-inch reach. She's on a 2-fight losing streak. Both these girls haven't fought. They haven't won a fight since who knows 3 fights. So 2-1, one's 2, the other one's 1. Like I said, we don't even know how they're fighting. They're just doing it. Only she fights out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Shout out to Tennessee and the badass barbecue down there, Tennessee. All you Southern mofos. I love all you Southerners. I love the West Coast, East Coast, South Coast, North Coast, all you. But Tennessee, they throw down some good barbecue, so we got to shout that out whenever I see that. I'd rather talk about Tennessee barbecue and Shanna Young than actually these two fighters. That's how much more I love food than these two fighters. It's crazy. But I have to do it. I wish Mr. B got. I can't believe I got screwed like this, B. This should be you talk about them first, and then I would be like, oh yeah, B, you did a great job. You did a great job, and yeah, it's just one of them. Yeah, we're done with that one. So she took on Stephanie Egger, and she lost ground and pound round 2. No one knows who Stephanie Egger is. I don't even know. I do a show every week. I've done a show every week for 4 years straight. MMA for Money show. iTunes, Twitter, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere. Stephanie Egger, bro, come on, bro. So she lost to her ground and pound round 2. Girls don't even beat girls up that often. I mean finish. So she got finished. And I don't like people who get finished very often, do I, B? So then she took on Macy Chiasson. I am not a Macy Chiasson fan. Macy Chiasson she is girl Gumby. Her and Megan Anderson are like twins, but not in a bizarro world. You know? So, and then she got choked out by Sarah Alpar. I'm not trying to be offensive to any ladies because I like me some thick women, but go look up Sarah Alpar, okay? This shouldn't have happened. Now, I'm supposed to, I give you guys advice on betting this dog shit. The real thing here is please don't bet this fight. If you bet this fight, you will regret betting this fight. Right now, Gina Manzani is the favorite, and I told you she's the worst one of the two. So, Shanna Young might actually be worth playing. So it's dog or pass. Shanna Young I'm picking, and I'm going to throw up next week just because I can't have to talk about these two. B, please do a better job than that because normally I have much more respect for things, but these two are bad. They're really bad. Sorry, B. I just had to do it. I had to do it. I love you,
First
Stevie
off,
Wonder.
let's clap it up for Mike. He spent more time than I thought he would on that fight.
I keep it real. Hey, I keep it real, folks. Hey, just like this Melon brand hat right here, I keep it real. I sport that. You see that Foci life right there? I keep that. That's for real, for real. You see that Chef Maritos? I actually cook for real, for real. We do the damn thing at Kopes Korner, me and Mr. B, the KOPE. We dude, acapella like kill a fella. No one does it like me and Mr. B for free. It's like, dude, production wise, there ain't no producer. There's no young Jamie. There ain't no freaking guy getting paid more than me and Mr. B. It's like I'm young Mike, young Jamie, and that's young B, and we're just as fly as could be. So get it, B.
Facts.
So I led you right into some good fly. I don't even know where we're going into, but it works out.
Now, Mike says,
I love when I get fired up though.
Mike says this fight is not worth a bet.
No.
Somewhat dog or pass. Mike says,
Uh-oh.
Shanna Young is the better fighter of these two.
Oh my God, I'm in trouble.
Mike might be wilding here.
Oh shit.
But because of the way this matchup is made, I really don't know. I really don't know.
So you don't even have any confidence in your girl?
Here's the thing.
I don't want either of these girls.
And ready?
Yeah.
Here's this reality.
Yeah.
You mentioned it.
What'd I do?
Shanna Young lost to Sarah Alpar.
Oh, that's so gross. I take everything back again. I can't do it. It's like getting choked out by a gummy bear that you were trying to eat. Like you wanted to eat the gummy bear and you got choked out. That's losing to Sarah Alpar.
Stephanie Egger managed to catch Jessica Rose Clark in an armbar to win. Before that, though, she managed to take down Shanna Young and beat her up with ground and pound. Shanna Young cannot defend a takedown for her life. This is
No,
one of
she
the
can't.
most
She
saddest
can't.
things in
This is
this
bad.
fight.
This is so bad. So let me address some. I got some. We have questions in the chat that are more important than this.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
like I mean, I'm so I've already Army vet has had more questions that are more. They're like
He's not gonna
my fans are more important than these two girls that are fighting. So how is my son, my 4-year-old, doing in baseball? Dude, Damien is dominating. It's unreal. He's first hitter, hits, doesn't, at 4 years old, no tee, hits the first pitch, ropes it down third baseline. Already had 3 grand slams. My little boy is a G, dude, when it comes to baseball. But and then so I appreciate you asking about my son Damien, named after Damien Maya, Demian, not the other way around. It's just like Damien Maya. So I really do appreciate you asking about my family, because my boys, they are my life. Hazen, my newest baby boy, is the fattest thing I've ever seen in my life. He's the biggest Copenhagen to ever be born. He's 5 months old, and he's 22 pounds. We have never had a Copenhagen that big ever. And to put into perspective, my last boy, who was big, he was in the 33 percentile for weight. This new boy is 95th percentile for size and weight, bro. He's huge, bro. I barely want to carry him. So I appreciate you asking about my family. And Mel B, where have you been, my wonderful woman from down under? It was so nice to see you as always. But are we going to cover PFL? Probably not, Army Vet, because me and Mr. B talk so much that if we did, we would probably lose half the people and after the 2-hour mark, or something like that. We try to keep it as condensed, professional as possible without losing you guys' attention span. I want you to be happy, have fun. That's why I grab a drink, grab a bong load, grab a water. Just come and join. But I love and appreciate every single one of you guys, and I really do appreciate all you guys there live right now watching the show.
Facts.
So, but B, so are you
Hold on.
picking? So you're picking Manzani.
So I'm going to listen. So I want to take Gina. Gina got a clear path to victory if she just avoids the Shana Young stupid side kicks and the occasional front kick. She should win this. Clear path to victory for Gina Mazzani. If Gina Mazzani loses this fight, she needs to be cut and never see the UFC again.
100%.
I don't even want to see her cornering another fighter. That's how much of a big deal this is.
100%.
If Gina Mazzani loses this fight.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about this. This is low level women's MMA here.
This is what you never hear.
No disrespect to them, but it is what it is.
Like I'm just sorry, guys. Normally this is not how we talk about a matchup, but there's not much to talk about other than the fact that all you guys here at Kopes Korner, the 50 viewers here live, I appreciate the shit out of you. If you could please go to the YouTube for Kopes Korner, KOPES with a K for corner, and please like and subscribe and help the algorithm. Please like the the Facebook. Please like the Twitch. Please like the Twitter, because I really need your help to make grow the show. So me and Mr. B keeps doing the damn thing, and it's serious. Every single click of each of one of you, every comment you guys do that we interact with the show, absolutely, it means a lot. And me and Mr. B love and appreciate all
like
y'all.
and subscribe, y'all. Like and subscribe.
Please, I hate to sound like a broken record, but I need y'all. I want y'all.
Thanks, y'all.
Next fight of the night, we got Mike Breeden is taking on Nathan Levy, right? Not Nathan.
Yes.
Nathan Levy.
Nathan Levy.
It is Mr. B's turn to break down that one first.
Let's go, man. Oh, what Army Vet said. I think this is the last show on Hops, man.
Yeah, that's the
last show
part.
on Hops.
Yeah, most likely
next week.
Hey, I did my best to support Hops since the very beginning, and it's crazy to not see it. To see Peter, Pablo, Mark Goldman, or Mark Newman, all of them, right? They used to come. They used to come in the show. They used to come pop in, say hi, say something. It's crazy how when they needed me in the beginning, when they wanted to have an MMA show, they wanted to have a little bit of fly shit over there. They actually came in. They pop in and say hi and bye. They can't even say hi and bye when they're flying, saying goodbye. And so it just shows you, you know what I mean? So like I said, Kopes Korner, me and Mr. B, the KOPE, we'll be on Twitch, Twitter,
Yes.
YouTube, Facebook.
Yep.
Do the damn thing. Haps, I love you for what you we were supposed to be. But next
Yep.
week, if you could all be on YouTube and we could start the generation and start the whole crew there,
Yeah, man.
I'd appreciate it the most because
Yep.
other than that, man, I don't know what else to say because for me to produce the show and be able to drop in like I paid a lot of money for my intro for the show. That's not like I didn't just make that. That a professional producer from BuzzFeed, my buddy Christopher Villa, who's worked for the Mamba Academy, which was Kobe Bryant's academy, like and Cheech and Chong and a bunch of Dank City. He like
Yeah, man.
I had to pay money to have these things made so that I could make the show better for you guys, and then I buy a $5,000 fucking camera with the best lens so you could see me even uglier than I used to look. And like in the hopes that like I'm gonna keep progressing.
This
And we
guy.
are. And we are. And thank God for the sponsors of the show who believe in me and know that I absolutely dominate and that my passion
Yeah, man.
speaks through my heart, speak through my words, and that wherever we go, we're gonna be okay because God's gonna guide us along the right path. And that's why you're all welcome
Amen
here
to that, man.
each week,
Amen to
baby.
that.
Amen. Because God is good. So, this fight with Mike Breeden and Nathan Levy, B.
Oh,
Break it down.
yes, sir. Let's get into it, man. So we got Mike Breeden versus Nathan Levy. Levy's making his second fight here, man. So let's get into this fight. This is gonna be a 155-pound fight.
Cheers,
lightweight
baby.
Fight, of course. We got Money Mike Breeden, man, 10-4. The young man is 33 years old, 5'10" with the 70-inch
sorry,
reach.
1 second. Mark Harwick,
Sure.
my boy from Simi Valley. Shout out on Facebook. I haven't seen you here. I appreciate you being here, my dude.
Hey.
I really, really do.
Word, man. The support, we appreciate the support. The support stays strong.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, B. Sorry for interruption.
No problem. Come on, man.
I have respect. It's just a respect issue. You and I are very respectful to each other. Just
That's true. True that. Appreciate that. So we got Mike Breeden, man. 33 years old, we said. 5'10", 70-inch reach, representing Glory MMA and Fitness. This will be the second fighter representing Glory MMA and Fitness. I think there's about 3 or 4 of them. Gina Mazzani's one. Breeden's the second one. Of course. So the coach James Krause is out here. So let's get into it. Last time we seen Breeden here, Breeden fought in October. He fought Alexander Hernandez. During Alexander Hernandez's rebuild, as you guys know, Hernandez took some ill losses. He's coming back.
That guy.
That guy's something.
That guy.
But he knocked out Alexander. He knocked out Breeden. First round overhand right, 1 minute and 20 seconds in round 1. As I mentioned back in October of last year, he fought Nick Compton and won unanimous decision back in FAC 8. That was in May of last year. And then he had that win against Ken Beverly back in 2020 in December. Lost to Anthony Romero back in 2020 Contender Series. Yeah. The guy's okay. You know the deal with that with the MMA Glory Fitness guys. Pretty good, decent level striking, decent level submissions. They pretty much try to keep themselves well-rounded overall. He's going against Nathan Levy. Now, Nathan Levy won his contract on the Contender Series as well. 30 years old, 5'9" with the 72-inch reach, representing Herzliya, Israel.
Yeah,
Out of Syndicate MMA. Primary
very
foundation
good
style here. They got his karate.
Yep.
Yes, he's a karate practitioner. I think he's a little bit of that little Kyokushin, and I forgot what's the other karate build that he's under. There's another one, but very good karate's
I'll look at
standards. But he made his debut in November of last year. He fought Rafa Garcia and he lost.
He's a black belt in karate and kung fu, so I think that's why you were kind of confused. It's the two different practices,
Yeah.
But and then jiu-jitsu, which is kind of funny.
Yes, jiu-jitsu, yeah.
Like literally
Jew.
Like, so shout out to all the Jews out there. I love the Jews. I got a lot of Jewish friends that I like. I like all races, all religions. So don't get me twisted on that. I have a lot of Jewish friends that are good people.
Right.
So.
So he fought Rafa Garcia and lost in his debut. But
Watch my ass get
decision.
canceled on the last show. They're like, look at that.
Oh
They're like,
my
that
God.
goddamn Copenhagen guy. Did you hear what he said? He only likes Jews. It's like, no, it's not what I said. I was just saying, like, I have some Jewish friends, you know, like I like, you know, Kickle and I like spinning the dreidel and like it's all good, you know.
Yes.
I'm just messing around, dude.
We don't discriminate against
Yeah.
lockers.
No, hey, I discriminate against bad energy. So if you got good energy,
Yes,
all races, all energy, all love. So I just like
Facts.
I like to mess around, but I don't want anyone doing some stupid clip and being like, "Did you hear what Copenhagen's brother said? Did you hear what he said? Oh my god! Oh my god!" So okay.
Oh my God.
Sorry, dude, I had to do it.
Shaheen Santana, he fought. No, go ahead, man.
No, it's your turn. I'm just fucking on one. Just go ahead. We're having a blast.
Arm triangle choke. You won 55 seconds of round 3 in the Contender Series of 2020 back in November of 2020. Ben Lugo, he beat unanimous decision. Nick Batis, he beat an LFA when he had his little LFA run. He's a skilled guy, man. He's a skilled guy. I like his striking. He throws pretty.
You're talking about Mike Breeden?
No, Natan Levy.
Okay, thank God.
Levy got good strikes. He could throw the occasional heavy strike. He does all right with his takedowns and
Army
stuff.
vet. Firstly, that was practiced 100% to be a Valley girl. Okay, let's get that straight. So I did a fabulous job acting right there. So thank you for that compliment. Okay, the Valley to me is 8 minutes away. So I'm not a girl. But I mean, I could be, I guess, these days. Whatever bathroom I want to use these days, right?
Shit.
So, but you know, it is what it is. It was a Valley girl voice. I'm very glad it came off as a Valley girl voice. And if you like it, I'll do it again for you. Okay, all right. But I just trying to have some fun there. Fucking
Yeah,
army vet, dude. He's so funny.
Army's hilarious, bro.
He caught that. Though. He caught that so good, though, bro. That was all Valley.
Yeah,
girl right that was Valley girl. If you're from California and you've been in the Valley, I Valley girled that chick hard right there. That was like Clueless hard. Shout out Clueless, baby. Hey, if you're a guy or a girl and no, girls. I've never met a girl that says she doesn't like Clueless. But if you're a guy and you think you're too good for Clueless, unfriend me. Don't ever talk to me again. You don't have any respect for like the fun of what women have because Clueless is the shit. I'll watch it over and over again. And then we're gonna get into this. Pitch Perfect. If you don't like Pitch Perfect, if you don't like the singing that goes on in there, you unfriend me right now. I might, call me whatever you want. LGBTQ plus all these things, whatever. Okay? I enjoy it. Now, B, do you enjoy Pitch Perfect? Please tell me yes.
I'm gonna tell you something, Mike.
Oh my God. I'm by myself, aren't I?
My niece got me into watching Pitch Perfect.
Oh my God!
I actually like that movie.
Oh my God!
I didn't expect that turn to come on here. You didn't think you were
gonna like that, did you?
I didn't expect we was actually gonna take that type of turn on this show.
Hey, I'll take the turn. Hey, hey, bro. Hey, God, God is there's no one way road because one way road's like to the devil.
I'm be honest.
I turned back around.
Even Army vets dying over there because he knew. He knew. He looked at my face and he said, "Boy."
So now
he had no idea they're out here.
Everyone's offended. I went from MMA to some of the best women's shows to ever exist.
Let me tell you. First of all,
you know what? I'll stop talking about fights right now. We'll go straight into girl shows. Just girl shows.
Let me tell you something.
Hey, what was it? Clarissa Explains It All. Okay. Punky Brewster. Fucking A, Punky Brewster.
Yeah, I grew up on Punky Brewster.
I'm missing some, and I'm not even a girl. So come on, someone help me. Some of you women help me.
Yeah, Clueless is good. I like the movie. The Clueless movie was fire.
Now I see why. Now I see why there's a Me Too movement. I'm being attacked by all these men. Help! Send the cavalry. No, but for real, Clueless, Pitch Perfect, shit's fire, dude. I don't care.
Yeah, Pitch Perfect was fire. Pitch Perfect. Yeah, Pitch Perfect was better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, let's get back to MMA. I'm sorry that I did that to you guys, but
yeah, like Clueless was fire though. R.I.P. Brittany Murray. I miss her.
That's hilarious. That was the most hilarious turn the show ever took, but I loved it. Hey, I was raised by 3 sisters, and I don't care. It was this is what it was for me. Okay, I have my brother, War Machine, 4 years older, complete psychopath. We all know this. Okay, then I have three sweet, angelic sisters. So soft, so beautiful, so cuddly, so much nicer. Tuck me in, stroke my face, tell me I'm pretty, like pluck, you know what I mean? Like treat me like a human. And War Machine. So it's like, do you want to go hang out with your sisters and watch Clueless? Or do you want to get beat the fuck up by War Machine? I'm taking Clueless for 3,000, Alex, for sure. I've been beaten up enough. You know, I don't. I'm not a. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm. You know,
Yeah.
I'm hard enough. I take care of my family. I do the damn thing when it comes to that stuff. When being a man's a man, I'll throw my hands if I need to. A real man does not. Is That's not what amounts to a real man. So I'm just saying.
Shit.
I don't even
Yeah.
know how we got into that shit
Yeah. I
again.
don't even blame you. I don't even blame you, bro. I
So,
don't
so
blame
yeah,
you.
no, yeah, so that was it. So it was like, hey, play Barbies with your sister or War Machine. I was like, damn, I could be Ken. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Barbie's kind of pretty. Like Ken, it is.
Right.
War Machine is no fun. I'll tell you that.
That convertible don't look all that bad after all.
Dude, hey, when my brother when I'm the test dummy for every move my brother learned jujitsu wise. My brother started taking jujitsu at 13 years old. My dad died. I'm 9 years old. I'm 9. I just want to play baseball. Okay, play with a few
Yeah.
cars. Okay, I was dominating baseball. I don't want to do nothing. You know. Then my dad dies. LAPD officer. That brother's 13. My brother, you know, we're gonna harness, all right, whatever's in his anger, blah blah blah, right? So we take him to
Right.
it's called the Ultimate Fighting Concepts, the UFC gym here. It was literally called the Ultimate Fighting Concepts. So it was not the UFC Ultimate Championship, Ultimate Fighting Concept. Oleg Tektara, the Russian bear, was infamous for going there. There's pictures of my brother with him, from us training with him when we were young. So it's like I said, hang out with the crazy guy, I'll fuck you up real bad. Or it's like, I'll go play bears and cuddly stuff with my sisters. I love my sisters so much, just so you guys know. Definitely don't want to go hang out with my brother. So, you know, that's how the chick. So I'm defending my honor. I'm defending my chick flick love. So that's what happened. Okay. Now Nathan Levy versus the other Mike Breeden. Who do you have to win this fight? Since I fucking went on a rant about girl shows.
I don't know who's the favorite. Who's the favorite on that one?
Hold on. I'll get you that right now. We got Mike Breeden is underdog at plus 170, and the comeback for the favorite is Nathan Levy at negative 185. So that means you got to throw $185 to make 100 in Las Vegas. The line movement opened up at negative 240. So Vegas had the Vegas odds makers originally set this at $240 to make 100. It has been dropped down with some steam. Obviously, a lot of people are starting to believe in Mike Breeden. I'm not sure why. I'm kind of on the Nathan Levy train.
Levy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take Levy.
So we spent enough time.
Yeah,
I actually had fun spending time on what we did. So we're both taking Levy. Works out absolutely perfect.
Levy.
Next fight of the night is Johan Lanisi versus Gabe Green. I'll let you jump into that one first, B.
Yeah, this is a really interesting fight for me here, man. And I keep flip flopping with picks. But here at 170, we got Johan Lanis. Yes. The White Lion, who's undefeated at 8-0, 29 years old, 6'1", with the 76-inch reach, representing Brazilian top team Canada, currently riding a 9-fight win streak because he had one amateur fight. Well, he had 2 amateur fights, one the last one. But he fought on the Contender Series of last year in November, won by a first round left hook. Evan Cuts, he beat in CFFC with body punches. 2 minutes 17 seconds in the second round back in July of last year. Troy Green he beat on Hook Body versus Jeffrey, the CFFC 93. I actually remember that fight. That was back in March of 2021. On Lenny Rufati, there you go. Lenny Rufati. CFFC 86, he beat him with a flying knee 14 seconds into round 1. This guy, as I mentioned, were all Canadian fighters. Technical striking and some form of grappling, but they all got it and they do really good with it for the most part. He's going up against Gabe Green though. Now, gifted Gabe Green is 10-3. 28 years old, 5'10" with the 73-inch reach, representing San Pedro, California. Tracy has sub fighter MMA. Currently fighting a one fight.
Hey,
Yeah.
just so y'all know, San Pedro, California is kind of like it's a spot right where the ports are, pretty much where all the ships drop their carts and the cargo. It's pretty much like you wish you live in Orange County or Malibu or towards our way. So it's not like it's a really weird spot. Just in case you guys
Yeah.
want to, just in case you want to know,
No.
You could die there. You know,
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I've heard.
it's like the
Philip
NYC.
Rowe.
It's like the BART or it's NYC on the subway. You better be ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better be ready.
I think yeah.
Yeah.
Well, his last fight, he fought Philip Rowe back in February. Oh shit, it's been that long since he's fought?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, he
Right?
fought Philip Rowe last year in February. Yeah, 2021. Unanimous decision. I remember he had injuries. That's what happened. He got injured. He has actually like 2 or 3 injuries during that time off, which is insane. Daniel Rodriguez, well, he beat Philip Rowe. He lost to Daniel Rodriguez unanimous decision back in May of 2020. Richard Leroy, he beat by punches round 2 back in 2018. Javier Garcia, he fought in Combate, beat him by rear naked choke round 3. Now, this guy has submission skills. He has really good boxing. I like his defense. Um, his output got to do a little bit better though. Now, at first I was gonna pick Gabe Green, and I think so because he fought a little bit of the better talent.
Do you want to know the odds?
Um,
Do you want to know the odds at all?
I think the Gabe Green will probably be a favorite. Is he a favorite?
He is a slight favorite now. You want, but
Yes.
the odds makers opened him up at a pretty good underdog. He opened up
Yeah,
at a plus 160 underdog and has been bought down to 120 negative 125 number.
and that's what
And
I was gonna mention.
And so
I was gonna.
for the newer people who are in betting, and I like to teach that. So if these plus 160, right, and or so plus 160 means that if that they're the underdog, means plus means they're handicapped. So plus 160, you put $100 on that fighter, you're gonna get back $160 plus your 100. Now, if he went from being the underdog that you would be getting like the tremendous value on to then the public or somebody steaming him down to now a negative 120 favorite, which means you got to throw now $120 to make $100. So because of that line movement, it's not really a justified bet. I would never bet on this type of line movement, and that but continue on B because I just wanted to tell our fans that
No.
because it matters in betting.
Yes, definitely does. That was the thing that caught my eye this morning. That a lot was moved. A lot of bettors moved that line, helped that line move to put Gabe Green as a favorite. Gabe Green has suffered through a lot of injuries during his off season, and um, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm on
I
Johan.
think I think Lanes might just get this thing done here.
Yep.
So I'm actually gonna pick Lanes on this one.
I love when you agree with me. There's nothing
I
makes me
like
happy.
it.
Hey, nothing makes me sadder when the agent that lost his bladder on the airplane. Can anyone name that movie? What that was from? Can anyone please think about it for a second? Nothing makes me sadder than the agent that lost his bladder on the airplane.
It's funny because I think I've
You
heard it,
know
but
it.
I don't.
Everybody knows.
I can't attach it.
There's got to be
I
one of you
can't
fans
attach
out
it to
there.
the movie.
Hey, okay, listen. In the next Nah, see, I don't know when to cheat. See, that's the problem. I'd give out a gift, but someone's gonna Google right now. Whatever. It's from It's from Cyrus the Virus in Con Air.
You see?
Okay, it's when he takes over the plane and he finally gets on the mic, and they're like, and then he's like, you killed one of our guys, and he goes, nothing makes me sadder than the agent that lost his bladder on the airplane, and he slams the phone down. Fucking love it, baby. Great movie. Another great movie, dude.
Word.
One of my
Shout out to
I
John
didn't.
Malkovich.
Yeah, hell yeah. So sorry, that's a great
Oh,
movie.
John.
I love movies. So if reference comes into it, I thought Mr. B had it. I thought he might get it.
That's what I was trying to remember, man. But you see,
I
I
knew
remember John Malkovich playing Cyrus the Virus. See,
he.
I can remember the characters in movies. I can't remember the.
Now you're gonna have to go watch it, and you're gonna be all pissed.
Yeah, I am gonna end up watching that shit. Watch when
It's
this
such
is
a
over.
good movie, dude. Such a good movie, dude.
Yeah, man. Con Air is a great movie. If you haven't watched it, do watch.
Either way, that led into it somehow really good. I don't know how, but it was that was awesome.
Good there. But yeah, we're going with Johan, man. We're taking Johan Linnaeus. I think he's gonna get things done here, man. If anything, you just gotta avoid the occasional takedown by Gabe Green, because Gabe Green will go for a takedown if things get a little dicey on the feet.
So just like Mr. B said, we're throwing down one unit, $100 on Johan to do the damn thing. And right now he is on 5 dimes a plus 110 underdog. He opened up at a negative 185 favorite, and I motherfucking love value, baby. That is tremendous value, dude. It's almost a whole dollar dropped in value. I think it's like 70 or I've had a few drinks, and I don't want to do the exact numbers, but the point is that you want to be on that side of the line movement, because Vegas didn't get rich by all those other guys being right. So we're taking Johan at plus 110, $100 for Kopes Korner, because I believe that Gabe Green is a little bit fatigued. I think he's a little bit weathered. I think he's a little bit like the Tin Man, and he needs a little bit more oil in his joints. But that's just my opinion. We'll find out next week. The next fight of the night we have. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one too. You want this one first, B, or me? It's Daniel Da Silva versus Francisco Figueiredo.
Oh, take that one. Take that one.
You want me to take it?
Yeah, you can take that one.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so it's gonna be one of those times where you're not gonna like some of the things I'm gonna say. Okay, Francisco, I call him Francisco Light. Okay, like Shevchenko Light, like as in she is like he's like the lightest version possible of that genealogy. So I have no respect for it at all. If I wouldn't be scared of a punch he threw at me, I would not be scared of nothing, not on the ground. After being choked by Barrett Yoshida, after being choked by War Machine, after being punched by War Machine, like Francisco Light Figueiredo, they call himself the Sniper. He's 12-4-1, 32 years old. He's 5'6" with a 69-inch reach. He's on a 1-fight losing streak. Fights out of Team Figueiredo, which his brother obviously is the real king over there. He last took on Malcolm No Chin Gordon. Malcolm No Chin Gordon. Hey, let me double check that real fast. How many times has he been knocked out? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I love that I knew that right off the bat. Malcolm No Chin Gordon been knocked out 3 motherfucking times. They gave Francisco Figueiredo Light a beach ball. They said, "Hey, your brother's a champ, okay? Well, like you're uglier. You're not as good looking, or you're not as in good shape, not as strong. But maybe we'll give you a little bone here. It's like when we go to the Dodger game, we bring these beach balls to throw up and blow them up, and we have a great time hitting up these beach balls. So Malcolm Gordon was what I thought was a beach ball to Francisco Figueiredo, okay? Because Mr. No Chin has no chin, so like there's nothing to be scared of at all, really. Besides, like he could wrestle you for 3 rounds, and that's probably pretty kind of what happened. Now, then he beat Jerome Rivera. I have a personal disrespect for Jerome Rivera that is far beyond many things. Jerome Rivera couldn't make it at any of the gyms anywhere in California. Nowhere. not the Gamebred training facility, not the arena, not uh, Alliance MMA, dude, aka Simi Valley Street Sports. It doesn't matter. 10th Planet Jiu Jitsu. He would be broken in half, snapped in half. We would eat Francisco Figueredo for dinner. He is not that type. He ain't about that life. This dude's so soft. I literally, he beat Jerome Rivera. Congratulations, dude. That's so. A guy, the soft guy Francisco beats another soft guy, and then he couldn't even knock him out. It was a unanimous decision that he beats the bum. So I am 100% against fucking Francisco Figueredo Light. I think he's a bum. I think that they should have he should have never gotten a UFC chance. I think that he's not UFC caliber fighter. I don't even see him as one dimensional in any bit of the way. He's taking on Daniel Da Silva, 11-2, 25 years young, 5'6" with a 70-inch reach on a one fight losing streak, fighting out of Brazil too. He last took on Jeff Molina. As we know, El Jefe Jeff Molina is not to be fucked with that the El Jefe power. Okay, like so.
Yeah.
He got counter right to ground strikes round 2. He lost first fight in the UFC. Jitters, all blah blah blah. I still don't like that he lost it. So no making excuses. He lost the fight to Molina. Then he won by KO TKO round 1 in Chuto Brazil 108, and then armbar triangle, and then he had a shoulder injury which didn't matter. So now we have the odds right now. We have Francisco Light at a plus 107, right?
Yes.
Daniel Da Silva's at a negative 117. Now,
Yes.
Francisco Light opened up at a slight favorite at a negative 130. And no one believes this. Not a fucking soul. So now he's the underdog. Because I really believe that Daniel Da Silva's the tougher dude. If both these dudes were standing in an alleyway, I would put my motherfucking money on Da Silva all day. I don't think that this Francisco Figueredo Light is bowdy. He ain't Master P life. He ain't the real deal Holyfield. I have no faith in him at all. I want to hear what B says first before I even think about making a bet on such a garbage matchup. But what do you say about this fight, B?
Kind of feel the same way you feel, man.
Oh, that's crazy.
Francisco Figueredo's not living up to his brother's expectations. You know what I mean? Seeing his brother do well, he hasn't done nothing spectacular. It's just been pretty plain fights for him, for Figueredo, where he's matched up, and if he's matched up, the you know what I mean,
with the beach
he's
ball,
gonna win
with the
fights.
beach ball.
Yeah, once he matches up with somebody that's challenging, he does lose. Mm-hmm. We're not gonna dwell on that. On Mr. Bum ass over there. What was his name? Rivera over there. We're not gonna dwell on bum ass over there.
I already did that.
Guy got picked up on the Contender Series. They gave him an opportunity. He got dug out straight from the dirt. Waste of space.
Yeah.
Somebody else could have taken the opportunity.
Garbage.
He got 3 chances at it. Come on, son. But yeah, man, Jerome Rivera. I don't want to hear that name in UFC ever
trust
again.
Me. I know. I already, like I said, I tried my best to keep him. I just don't like him.
Yeah, but I think in this fight here, man, we're gonna get some grappling. I think Silva does better on the grappling aspect there. I think Figueredo might do a little bit better on the striking. A little bit, nothing crazy. Because I said he doesn't really do nothing spectacular.
Yeah,
so I think I'm right with Silva on this one. Yeah,
you're right, with Silva, and then so right now the odds we said are Silva. Like, bro, how do you lose the odds? All right, there we go. Negative 117 on 5 dimes. I like the number. B. You believe in it with me, right?
I believe in it.
I want Francisco to prove me wrong before I'm gonna put my balls on it. So $117, 1.17 units going down on Daniel Da Silva to prove that he's the real Brazilian and he's gonna be the baddest man that night. It should be a fun one.
Tony, what's happening?
Just to have no worries. What up, Tony D? Hope you're doing good, my dude. Appreciate all you here live. There's I think 51 of you here live. Please like, subscribe, and please go on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and look up Kopes Corner, Kopes space Korner. Please like, subscribe, since Haps is no longer going to be. I would, we're going to keep it going, but I need to have my fans there. Otherwise, without you guys, I ain't nothing. So, but with that said, me and Mr. B we're both agreeing on Daniel De Silva, and I absolutely love when me and Mr. B agree on a fight.
Yes, sir.
And now the next fight, I am so fucking stoked for. Alexander King Kong Romanov is taking on Chase Sherman after Chase Sherman tried to duck out last week once he saw the specimen that Alexander Romanov was at weigh-ins. B, do you want it first or do you want me to eat it?
I think we don't even have to dwell time on this because we did this last week.
Well,
Um,
we don't.
if anything, we could just spit on this for let's talk about this for a quick 2-3 minutes then.
Do your 2-3 minutes. Let's get it.
Yeah. We'll just talk about it real quick. If you want to. Yeah, Romanov, Sherman. This fight was supposed to happen last week. Sherman pulled out last minute. If you didn't know, Sherman got exited from the UFC.
AB,
But then
elaborate. I'm gonna go grab a drink. Okay.
Cool, no problem.
Thank you.
He was ex after his last fight. From the UFC. They hired him. They rehired him back last week. Gave him a brand new 4-fight contract. Um, and this is the fight. And he was supposed to fight on Saturday, but he had a slight injury. Something came up, and so the fight was canceled. They put it on for this Saturday. Here we are. So Romanov is riding a 15-fight win streak. 31 years old, 6'2" with a 75-inch reach. Out of Comrat, Moldova. Oh, Moldova. My fault. I keep putting extras on there.
It's all good.
Comrat, Moldova. Representing the Lion Combat Gym. As we said, 55 win streak. He beat Jared Vandera his last fight, ground and pound, 4 minutes 43 seconds, round 2. That was back in October of last year. Juan Espino, he beat technical split decision. That was back in April of last year. Marcos Rogerio de Lima, he beat him with a forearm choke, 4 minutes 48 seconds, round 1, back in November of 2020. Roque Martinez caught him with an arm triangle choke, 4 minutes 22 seconds, round 2, back in 2020. Going up against Chase Sherman, we know Chase Sherman has had the best streak going into this UFC. He's done good outside, but on the inside has been kind of, oh boy. 15-9 is the Vanilla Gorilla. 32 years old, 6'4", 78-inch reach, representing D'Iberville, Mississippi. Head coach is Alan Belcher, back in American Top Team. D'Iberville, Mississippi. 3-fight losing streak. He lost to Jake Collier by rear naked choke, 2 minutes 26 seconds, round 1, back in 2022, January. Parker Porter, he lost by unanimous decision. Andrei Arlovsky, he lost by unanimous decision. He won that one fight in his debut, his return. I think that was his second return. There you go. He beat Ike Villanueva with elbows and punches. He fought in bare knuckle, and he picked up some bare knuckle wins. We're going to talk about it. That's how we talked about it last week. I don't see how this man, Chase Sherman, wins this fight against the newfound Alexander Romanov. Romanov has gotten super trim. This man is streamlined right now.
Looking sexy for a
bringing in that bear strength.
Hey, for a big boy, dude, that's a lot of weight to drop, man. Super impressive, right, B?
Yeah, man, really impressive. Really, really impressive, man. I'm trying to do a little something myself here. We getting a little bit day by day. Man, this dude is really, really good, man. As I said, I don't understand how Chase Sherman. Well, Chase should be going in here. If he has a way to victory, you got to avoid the takedown. You got to chop at that lead leg a little bit. You're going to have to put those hands to use. But Chase Sherman is a little bit hesitant. Sometimes he's a little bit timid to throw hands with people. He kind of freezes up in certain spots, and we have seen it in fights. The Parker Porter fight, we seen it again. That last fight there against Collier a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We seen it in the Arlovsky fight. We've seen him kind of freeze up a little bit, where he could have been throwing a little bit more output, a little bit whatnot, but a little timid, scared. Even in his first run, and all that. Romanov is going to come in here, take full advantage of that. We're going to see some toss, some type of bare manhandling strength showing through. And Chase Sherman going to get beat up. If Chase Sherman manages to win this, I will be thoroughly surprised. But Romanov, that's it. Romanov.
100%.
First round finish.
Dude, 100%. It's the odds makers have it at a staggering, massive Floyd Mayweather type numbers. Depending where you are, there's negative 1,650. There's negative 2,000. So that means you got to throw $2,000 to make 100 extra dollars on Alexander King Kong Romanov. Alexander King Kong Romanov is gonna pick Chase Sherman up just like my big brother used to pick me up, slam me down on my bitch ass back. But remember, he's 4 years older, so it's not as easy. Okay, guys, I'm like, don't fucking, it is what it is. I'm just being honest. He's gonna slam him on his back, and he's gonna beat the fucking shit out of him to the point where either Alexander TKOs him, or he subs him. And Chase Sherman's going to give his neck, and he has been vulnerable to that via Collier. If Collier can sub you, Alexander Romanov is perfect to sub you, and I absolutely think that Alexander Romanov wins round 1 by sub. I would only bet him probably round 1, and then what is this? Romanov wins by submission. Actually, that's a goddamn gift. Okay, Romanov wins by submission is plus 120 on 5 dimes. I'm throwing down on that.
Nice.
One unit plus 120. So Romanov wins by submission. Done, baby. Romanov, King Kong. We'll be here next week. Cash that bet. Believe it or not. Believe it, baby. Next fight of the night. Gerald Meerschaert takes on Krzysztof Jotko. I'll let you jump into that one first, my man B.
Yes, give me the fight. Give me the fight with one of the most boring fighters in the middleweight division in Krzysztof.
Oh my
Jotko.
God. You want me to get this one then?
I'm taking it though because Gerald Meerschaert's fighting, and that's pretty cool. We got this middleweight fight, man.
I had the girls though this time, so this is way better. This is a way for as bad as you usually get the girls, you got a good. This is better. True. This is a little better.
Yes, this is a lot better. Okay. Because I like Gerald Meerschaert. Krzysztof Jotko though. GM3 Gerald Meerschaert, man, 34-14. 34 years old, 6'1" with the 77.5-inch reach, representing Racine, Wisconsin. Currently riding a 3-fight win streak out of Aguilar Combative Systems. Also a representative of Rufus Sport. Duke Rufus and them. What's up, y'all? Last time he fought, he beat Dustin Stolfus. Rear naked choke, 2 minutes 59 seconds in round 3. That was back in December of last year. Mahmoud Muradov, a guy that I was very high on, one of my prospects there. He beat that man with a rear naked choke, 1:49 in round 2, back in August of 2021. Bartosz Fabinski came through, and he got beaten with a power guillotine choke in 2 minutes of round 1 back in April of 2021. Before that, he lost to Hamzat Chimaev by a right cross and Ian Heinisch with an overhand right. Gerald Meerschaert is a very interesting guy. Gerald Meerschaert got reach. Gerald Meerschaert fights a little awkward than most fighters.
He's strong.
But when he puts that jiu-jitsu on you, boy, whoo, that jiu-jitsu something different. He kind of reminds me of like a middleweight Paul Craig.
Ain't that right?
But he got those really good strikes, man. I like his little leg kick, his push kicks when he uses them. And when he turns it up, that boy turns it up. He's going up against Krzysztof Jotko though, and now I got mixed feelings about Jotko. Jotko has won me some bets. He's won me some picks before. He won me a little bit of money, but when I pick against him, he's an asshole. Because his style is not really pleasing. 23-5 is Krzysztof Jotko, but you know what? His style is not pleasing, but he wins, right? So 32 years old, 6'1", 77-inch reach, 77-inch reach, out of Elbląg, Poland. Currently riding a 1-fight win streak out of Planet Eater Gym. He beat Misa Shirkinov by a split decision. This is exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about asshole type game plans. He beat him back in October of last year. He lost to Sean Strickland by unanimous decision. That I was kind of happy for. Eric Anders, I was kind of happy for that one too because I picked him to beat Eric. Unanimous decision win back in May of 2020. Mark Andre Barriot, I was upset about that one. Split decision back in 2019. And Alan Amidovsky, he beat by unanimous decision back in 2019 as well. This man hasn't really recorded quite a finish since 2018. He has good striking, but he does a lot of this clinching stuff. A lot of clinching, a lot of grappling. It's a lot of clinch shit that he does. And during the presser, the media day, he did talk about how Gerald Mearshart is a wet blanket. I never heard such disrespectful shit ever in my life. How do you call a man a wet blanket where you wet blanketed Eric Anders? Yes, I picked you to win that fight, but you wet blanketed Eric Anders. Come on, son. That's what he does. He gets on you. He pushes you against the cage. Is not much striking going on, but there's a lot of control going on. And he just lays on you there. If he manages to get you on a takedown, he lays on you there. Not much striking, but a lot of laying and control. I think Gerald Mearshot's gonna have to force this to get on the feet. Um, he will be risky to take some of those punches, but it's not really nothing crazy. I'm taking Mearshart because I think Mearshart could surprise him on the feet with the submissions, as well as the fact that um I think Mearshart just has that gas tank. Like he's been there with a couple more of the higher caliber opponents. He's riding a solid win streak right now, and I just think he has what it takes, man, to get this done. I'm picking Joe Mearshart here.
Oh wow, that's crazy. See, I've this is such a tough one for me. My heart wants to say Christoph Jocko. I just felt like because I used to have I actually liked him. I thought he was a good athlete.
I like him
Sorry for
too.
sorry for my I know you do. Sorry for my camera. I guess that it couldn't last for an hour and 42 long in 4K. So I'm still here in audio at least. But so that's why my video is now gone. But at least we have my image. So I like Jocko a lot, but he's very timid. He does not like to engage. He does not like to be hit. Um, he's very awkward. I, it's just this is a real. What's the odds right now? The odds on this one's got to be really close. Jocko's a negative 162 favorite. Open up at plus 105. Now he's a negative 162 favorite. That means everyone's buying in on Jocko. I don't think that he's that tough. I think that he's proved to be a dud. I think that he is OSP. He is the white chocolate OSP. I feel like he's going to cheese ball. I feel like Gerald GM3 could make him quit. If not 3 round decision, I think maybe a third round submission like he likes to do, but probably 3 round decision. I think Gerald Mershart is just grittier, grindier, and just all up on Jotko, gives him no space to do any of the work that he wants to do because Jotko, he really is not that aggressive of a guy, and that is his detriment. And why I stopped liking him because as as much of an arsenal as he has, he fails to throw. That's my opinion. The next fight
Yeah.
is Darren Elkins taking on Tristan Connolly, and these fights don't get much better. I mean, like this is pretty bad, Humby.
This is something, man.
Like
This
like
is something.
like I don't even know. I hate when I can't get fired up on something. Darren Elkins is a negative 165 favorite, plus 155 comeback for Tristan Connolly. Darren the Damage Elkins has been through so many wars that he is Leatherface himself. He is Saw 4. He is fucking Billy Bob Thornton, dude. Like this guy, I don't even know, dude. I don't know what to say. This is the situation, the veteran versus the newer guy that is not as much skill, has not been through the wars, has not seen the trenches. Damn it, Darren Elkins is gonna have a 3-inch reach advantage. He's gonna have experience advantage. He's tough as fudge. The only thing he does do wrong is he cuts so easily that really is a as a detriment to him. Um, Hard for me to pick against Darren Elkins. He is slight favorite, negative 180 right now. The real odds are negative 165. I am not betting this for the life of me. I would tell you not to bet this, but if you did want to, it's probably dog or pass in the sense of like I don't know how much Elkins got left, but he's definitely the more experienced veteran, and Elkins is who I would pick, but I'm not betting him at all and never would. Who do you have, B?
Damn, I want to say Darren Elkins, but as you said, I am actually a little bit undecided on this one, man. Darren Elkins is tried and true. That man has a heart of steel.
Yep.
He could weather some damage, man, but fuck, he's taken some bad beats recently, man. We seen what happened with him and Cub Swanson, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Tristan Connolly could possibly do this very same thing, but he has to go in there from the first round and just keep going at the same pace. He can't let off the gas. Um, and that's the only way I see Tristan Connolly really much beating up Darren Elkins, man. Because if Elkins puts that wrestling on him, it's gonna be problematic. But if Tristan Connolly could come out there guns blazing, throw a couple hands there, mix it up, and just keep that pressure on, fight that pressure off, and put pressure on Elkins to start throwing hands, it could be Tristan Connolly's fight.
Yeah, totally.
Um,
Like it's not a very bettable fight. Like I
it's
just
not a,
I don't recommend it.
I my heart says Darren Elkins,
Me too.
but
Me too.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tristan Connolly were to like catch him slacking with a couple of the a couple punch combinations here and there or something,
Mm-hmm. But
and
I'd
then
just be
finish
so
possibly finish the fight.
I could just be, but like putting $185 on Darren Elkins to be in a very sketchy fight is so fucking scary to make just 100 extra
Yes,
dollars,
yes, that's very true.
and
That's very
that
true.
that's what backs me off tremendously. This next
Yeah, I
fight
wouldn't do it. I'd leave it
this next
alone.
fight is going to be a little bit more exciting, and is Jared Gordon versus Grant Dawson, and of course B gets it.
Yay! So Jared Gordon versus Grant Dawson
New
here at
York, baby,
155.
New York,
Yes, my New
Queens.
Yorker. Yes, my New Yorker, man. Yeah, he was out of Queens. Jared Flash Gordon, man, 18-4. 33 years old, 5'9", with the 68-inch reach. Um, represent that Henzo Gracie Academy. Currently riding a 3-fight win streak. Yes, out of Queens, New York. Mixing up this Henzo Gracie Academy with, of course, that Rufus Sport as well as that Sanford MMA. Um, and we said currently riding a 3-fight win streak. Yes, he is. Last fight he had was Joe Selecki, where he fought split decision win, 10 minute in the that was back in October of last year. Danny Chavez he won with a unanimous decision back in February of last year, and Chris Fishgold he beat unanimous decision in July of last year. He did lose to Charles Oliveira though, but other than that, man, he's been riding a pretty good win streak, putting the wrestling as well as the punches together. I kind of like his style, man. His style is kind of looking a little bit like Bilal Muhammad's, where they're combining the wrestling and the striking and getting a good rhythm together, blending it thoroughly. You know what I mean? And not giving up, using those second and third attempts on those takedowns. Tough fight though because he's going up against KGD Grant Dawson here, man. 17-1-1. 28 years old, 5'10" with a 72-inch reach, representing Stromsburg, Nebraska, out of Gloria MMA and Fitness. Oh man. And last fight he had was Ricky Glenn, but they turned that into a draw. It was a majority draw. That was back in October of last year. Um, Leonardo Santos, he knocked out with hammer fist back in March of 2021. 4 minutes 59 seconds round three. Nad Naramani, he beat unanimous decision back in July 2020. Derek Minnie covered a rear naked choke, a minute 38 round two back in February of 2020. Mike Trezano, he submitted 2 minutes 27 seconds round two back in May of 2019. He also has a couple wins there. Y'all can check those out. Grant Dawson's a big ass kid for 155. Let's
Yeah,
keep it 100.
he's
He's
thick.
big as fuck for that
Thick.
division. Thick boy. Big, massive cat. His striking is a little bit good. I like his wrestling though. His control is insane though. Because of his size, when he gets you down, he has that nice top control against people, against his opponents. Um, when he gets into these crazy exchanges though, I don't like much, but I like when he has awareness to changing the levels though. Um, Jared Gordon is going to be a little bit smaller, as we mentioned here, because Dawson's a big ass kid. But
Yep.
I think Jared Gordon knows what to do here. I think he could go ahead, and if he applies a little bit of that pressure, and just mixes shit up and keep that pace that Jared Gordon knows he could keep, I think he drains Grant Dawson. We've seen Dawson a little bit of trouble here and there before. Um, I think it's just gonna come down to if Jared Gordon could keep that pressure, man. Um, I want to say Grant Dawson. I was gonna take Jared Gordon, but then I look at Grant Dawson. Then I remember, James Krause does very well with his people here. And since he got about three people, that means two of these guys got to win fights. One of these fights are gonna be lost. I don't think he's done bad when he's coaching more than two fights. Um,
This is a tough
but I
one.
got a feeling. I got a feeling Um, I want to take Grant Dawson, but I got a feeling Jared Gordon might eke out a split decision win here.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is I don't trust Grant Dawson's hands. He does not have the best stand up at all. He's a ground and pound specialist wrestler. Wants to get you down on the ground, much like Matt Hughes wants to ground and pound the
Yeah,
fuck out of you. So, and even wrestling wise, not the best single leg, double leg, turn and dump type dude either. I definitely he does well. Strong as a fucking ox though. Definitely Matt Hughes
yeah,
type dude. But I feel like Jared Gordon has seen this whole he's seen this whole party before. Like what is it
yes,
what hasn't he seen from this, you know? So
yeah,
I gotta go veteran versus a newcomer. I'm going with Jared Gordon. I believe that he's got too much experience. There's no way a plus 170 underdog. I feel like that's disrespect and that got to prove it to me that you're going to be the younger, stronger dog for all three rounds. And if Jared Gordon stuffs him a few times and actually connects with a punch, he'll be in big trouble because Jared Gordon is no slouch at all. So it should be an exciting fight. But the next fight is Andre
100%.
Fili is taking on Joanderson Brito. You want to jump into that one first, B?
Okay, sure. So Andre Fili, Joe Anderson, Brito, man. Joe Anderson, Brito's 12-3-1. Tobarao, 27 years old, 5'8" with the 72-inch reach, representing Santa Helena, Maranhão, Brazil. Out of shooter box, Baru, um, where he lost his debut back in January against Bill Algeo, unanimous decision loss. Diego Lopez was he fought in the Contender Series of 2021, technical unanimous decision. Lopez was he got injured in some, I forgot how, but yeah, got injured, so it was a technical unanimous decision because it went past the 2 rounds. That was back in August of last year. Jose Mariscal, he beat with punches, 44 seconds in round one back in 2019, May of 2019. Estabili Amado, he beat by guillotine choke, 41 seconds in round two back in February of 2019. The guy's a brute. Anderson Brito is a brute.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in with nasty power. He represents that shooter box to the highest of its ability. But he's going up against Andre Touchy Feely, one of the most craziest nicknames I've heard, man. I thought Twinkle Toes was crazy, but until Andre Feely came through. 21-8 is Andre Feely. 31 years old, which is crazy. This man is 31 now.
Right.
5'11" with a 74-inch reach out of Federal Way, Washington, man. Representing Team Alpha Male in Sacramento, California, though. Last fight, he fought Daniel Pineda to a no contest out of accidental eye poke. I was back in 2021. 2021, June. Bryce Mitchell, he lost unanimous decision back in October of 2020. Beat Charles Jourdain, split decision back in June of 2020. Lost to Sadiq Youssef back in January of 2020. He beat Shaman Moraes with a head kick, with a right hook to ground and pound 2019. Miles Jerry, unanimous decision. This is a very interesting fight because it's going to be technique versus force. And Joe Anderson Brito is a brute. He
Yep.
throws nasty hands, nasty kicks. He comes in with takedowns. He likes to just put a pressure. He puts amazing amounts of pressure on people.
And
But
decent gas tank too. Decent for
that's
that.
what I was gonna say. Yes, very decent gas tank to carry all that out. This should be the perfect matchup for freaking Andre Philly and how he's brought about his form together,
Yep.
where he's using his reach to throw the kicks, to land the straight punches. He's working behind his jab, and he's timing his takedowns. This is one of the things we've always wanted to see out of Philly, using takedowns. And he's putting these takedowns to good use nowadays, man. I like seeing it. And I think he could force Brito to move forward, enable for himself to get those takedowns and get to work.
Yep.
The thing is that he's gonna have to apply those takedowns. He's gonna have to put those second and third efforts in. He's gonna have to try to punch, strike, and not get hit against Brito, because as we said, Brito brings a lot of force. He brings nasty body kicks, nasty hooks, nasty punches in general, and just monstrous. But if you could take advantage, Bill Algeo managed to do it. Take advantage of him.
Yep.
Try to get a little bit of the scrambling. Be alert of the scrambles. Keep Brito down and work, man.
Yeah.
Um,
I agree with you. I'm touchy feely. The reach advantage, the experience advantage. There's just too many things on Feely's side, and it's hard for me to go against him. And Mr. B feels the same way. The Vegas odd makers have it the same way as well. They have touchy feely at a negative 200. So me and Mr. B are right on the right path when it comes to that. So the next fight
I'm
of
gonna
the
take that.
night
Yeah, yes.
is Jake Collier versus Andre Arlovsky. And now, B,
Yes, sir.
Why is Jake Collier here? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Why is this
He
happening?
beat Chase Sherman, man. He beat Chase Sherman. That's what happened. So he's
I'm not.
here.
I'm not going to elaborate on such simple shit as this. Andre Arlovsky should beat the shit out of this guy in any way, form, fashion. He should be able to take him down, choke him out. He should be able to punch him down, knock him out. He should be able to do whatever he wants to this big roly poly. Andre Arlovsky by devastation, pitbull. This is a beach ball layup volleyball, but we'll see. Never betting in my life. What do you say, B?
I'm taking Arlovsky as well here.
Okay, good.
Um, Not for nothing, man. Jay Collier did show his takedowns against Chase Sherman, but that's Chase Sherman though. That's not Andre Arlovsky. He's been through too much fights, been through too much wars
Yep.
to just be giving up takedowns like that, man.
Shout out to the 55 of
You
you
know what I
guys
mean?
live. Appreciate all y'all.
Facts. You know, Tom Tom Aspinall charged at Andre Arlovsky to get that takedown. Literally went at him with a football spear. I don't think Collier is gonna be out there trying to charge Arlovsky like that. I don't think Arlovsky's gonna give him those opportunities. I think Arlovsky is a little bit too technical on the feet for Collier. I think Arlovsky carries this out to a decision. If he could get the late finish, that'd be awesome. But I think he gets a decision win here. Go Pitbull. Keep collecting those six-figure paychecks, bro.
Yeah,
You're
baby.
doing a lot. You're doing folks proud, man. You're doing the MMA vets proud with what you're doing, man. Keep it going, dog. Keep it going. OGs, man. OGs.
Now, the next fight of the night, the main event of the night, is an actual treat when it comes to mixed martial arts. We have two absolute spectacular combatants at 135 pounds. We have Rob Font taking on Marlon Chito Vera. You want me to jump into it first, B, or what do you
Yeah,
want?
you can go ahead, man. You can go
Okay.
ahead.
So with this fight here, like I said, it's going to be absolutely spectacular. Rob Font is one of the better boxers in my opinion, and has a great left hook. He's 19-5. He's 34 years old. He's 5'8" with a 71.5-inch reach, and he uses it very, very well for out of Boston, Massachusetts, which my boy Mr. B has lots of love for. Last took on Jose Aldo. He learned a lesson from a vet. It happens. You go 5 rounds against a king like Jose Aldo, you're gonna have to take some damage. You're gonna lose. He lost. Beat Cody Garbrandt before that. Marlon Moraes, Ricky Simone, Sergio Pettis. The dude is boxing is phenomenal, and he's got like I said, his punches are super crisp, and in the pocket they're really crisp. Marlon Chito Vera leaves himself open, so vulnerable to being clipped against his chin when he enters in the pocket, whether he's throwing blind kicks as he enters in or whatever he thinks he's doing. He is so susceptible to a left crossing his fucking chin that I'm like envisioning Rob Font KOing, TKOing him, and absolutely sleeping Marlon Chito Vera with the real straight crisp boxing that I believe that Rob Font has. But what do you say, B?
Um, Good matchup. Really good fight. 5 rounds. Um,
Oh, and that's another thing. 5 rounds. Five. What's his name? Never gone five. Marlon, right? I believe he's never gone five. That was another big
no,
issue.
yeah, Marlon's never gone 5 rounds.
Yeah,
Rob
yeah.
Font's had his.
Yes, and so that
Yeah,
was another big reason I like going 5 rounds. Trust seeing you go 5 rounds. And remember, dude, Marlon Vera got his ass kicked by Frankie Edgar for 2 rounds. So don't be sucking Marlon Vera's big balls, right?
Marlon Vera is an aggressive guy, though. I will tell you
I
that
like him
much.
too. I know, but he was getting his
I
ass
like
kicked
he's
by.
aggressive and he has his jujitsu. He has his jujitsu to lay on, and I think Marlon Vera might have taken some notes from Aldo. You know what I mean in that fight against Font. I want to see Font's improvements. I believe in Font. I believe in
Oh
Font,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Um,
I'm going on a limb. I'm just straight out calling it. I feel like he's got the better boxing. I feel like he clips his chin. His chin's open. He's ready for it.
I think I think Font. Yeah, I think Font's gonna look to just piece up on Marlon Vera. I need Font to get in that body though. He's gonna have
Yeah,
to work that body because if not, Vera's gonna possibly come out in those later rounds. Vera
true.
has shown that he has he has cardio, but I don't know how he's gonna fare in a 5 rounder, and
I
that's the
never
big
seen him
thing.
past round
I
three.
think I think he has it in he could get into a fourth round. I don't know about a fifth round. I seen him against Davy Grant, and I didn't like that because he looked
Exactly.
tired.
Hey,
I didn't like him,
Rob Font would knock the fucking shit out of Davy Grant. I'll tell you
and
that.
and I don't like I didn't like him with the Aldo because the Aldo's grappling made him tire out too. So in that case, man, a lot of people are leaning towards taking Vera as this underdog here. But I am gonna take Rob Font, man. I believe in the hands, I believe in the skills, I believe in the improvements.
Yep.
I think he's gonna come out with a performance similar to Calvin Cater against Giga Chikadze. And just to remind us, you know what I mean, he lost his fight, but he ain't no slouch, man. So I'm
Yeah.
going with
No.
Rob Font on that one, man. I'm going
Nice.
with Rob Font.
I'm big. I'm big on Rob Font here. I'm throwing down one right now. Five Dimes has him at a 1.17, $117 to make 100 on Rob Font. I'm throwing it down on him because I believe his boxing is superior. I believe he'll be there for 5 rounds, and Marlon Chito Vera will enter the pocket too many times. And if you've ever boxed before against a guy that's got a little bit sharper boxing or a left hook, you're gonna be fucking knocked down by that punch you don't see. So, with that said, I can't thank y'all enough for tuning in to this week's episode of Kopes Korner, possibly the last one ever on Haps TV. I appreciate the Haps team for the little bit that they did for us. As it went on, I absolutely love every single one of the Haps members: Army Vet, Tony D, Ted Hicks, Mel B, Stevie Wonder, man,
Yeah.
Emmanuel. Mark Harwick. I mean, dude, there's just so many people. I'm sorry if I forget your name. Justin L from Vancouver, Stuart Sun, Kick Your Bass from fucking Professional Fisherman from Kansas City, Mr. B, obviously fucking Periscope legend. I can't thank him enough for being here. Love
Of
you a
course,
ton.
man.
Love you a ton, my dude. And with that
Right
said,
back, man. Right
you
back.
want to let them know. I guess there's probably one more stream for this weekend for us, right? We're gonna be able to hang out tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
So Mr. B, he'll be here. Shout out your Twitter and your handle.
Of course, man. Mr. B, you catch me on Twitter, Mr. B at Mr. B 1986. We're gonna be here for the last couple days on Hops, Mr. B the MMA guy. I'm gonna be shipping through YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is gonna. I'm gonna let y'all know on Saturdays. It'll be Mister. But right now on Twitch is Mister_B_86. That's my
Nice.
Twitch handle. YouTube is gonna be switched up because we got to keep this Kopes Corner going, man. So I'm gonna be tuning in with Mike. We're
Yep.
gonna keep this show rolling. I don't want Mike to give up on this, and I ain't giving up on Mike. So we're gonna keep this thing going.
Yeah,
Um,
B will always be with me. Something we might not be able to stream as much as he might used to, like in the sense, but still the same great content, same
we're gonna,
information,
yeah,
great betting facts, great camaraderie. And remember, here at Cope's Corner, every single one of you are our family friends. We want you to
of
check
course,
and also check on your loved ones. Make sure they're doing good. The ones that are quiet right now and they're not even looking at or not asking or not reaching out, please reach out to your loved ones because they're the ones who need it the most. And with that said, B, I thank you so much. Until next week, my dude. Absolutely love you, and I will see you soon, dude.
love you too, brother.
Peace, my bro. So, with that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in this week's episode of Cope's Corner. Thank you so much for the new sponsor, Brandon Sua, an attorney. Just can't thank him enough for giving me the chance to represent law offices of Brandon Sua and Associates. If you ever need anything in LA County, Ventura County, anywhere in the mix, Brandon Sua is the man and his people behind him. So until next week, let's fucking go, baby.
Are you ready? Break it down! Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah. That's a break, little man. Break it down. Think you can tell me what to do? You know who you're talking to?